From the makers of things that go, Marvel's Avengers is an exercise in explosive drama. Crystal Dynamics gave us a taste of what to expect from its action-adventure looter in a sprawling beta.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Here are 7 things we learned. Each hero has an ultimate, a super powerful move that makes you a seismic force on the battlefield. Iron Man's is the HULKBUSTER, which Tony Stark wears to put Hulk in his place. The HULKBUSTER was showcased in previews, and the developers hinted there'd be other ways to deploy it. Thanks to the beta, we now know you can share the HULKBUSTER suit with other members of your team by placing a deployment pad onto the ground. If a teammate steps onto it, they'll don the suit and some sharing is caring smashing can commence. Secrets are stashed amid the resources that pepper each location. The beta contained a whole secret mission and vault set in the snowy tundra region of Siberia. The kicker, however, is the only way to revisit snowy tundra, which is locked after you play through it at the beginning of the beta with Kamala and Hulk, is to unearth its location in a treasure chest. This is tucked away inside a hidden shield cache near the beginning of the Stark Realities mission. Once snowy tundra is available on the war table again, you can drop in and use the signal locator to find the hidden vault, which contains a puzzle. You have to dash to different consoles in sequence whilst fending off waves of enemies. It's complex, but you will be rewarded with loot if you manage it. Like any loot-based game, gear is central to character progression in Marvel's Avengers, but there are 3 pillars you'll need to build upon to craft your perfect hero. The first is character level, which measures how many skill points you've earned. These are spent on your character tree to power up each hero's attacks, which include a special ability, and 3 unique hero abilities. The second pillar is gear-related. There are 6 levels of gear that rise in power: common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and exotic. The final pillar of character progression is related to cosmetics. Challenge cards contain daily and weekly challenges that unlock tiers containing rewards. They're like Marvel Avengers' answer to a battle pass, giving you the chance to earn rare nameplates, costumes, emotes, and more for specific heroes. Balance all 3 and you'll have a powerful hero with the good-looking gear to match. Marvel's Avengers often hides objectives and loot behind locked doors. If you see one, scout around for machines decorated by yellow hexagons, which can be punched until they turn blue. The number of hexagons you need to find depends on the number of lights around the locked door. Turn every yellow light blue and it will open, but make sure you do it quickly or the puzzle resets. Speaking of lights, the beta revealed that the colour of your light on your PS4 controller changes depending on what hero you're playing as. Black Widow is red, for instance, while Hulk is green. It's a small cosmetic touch you'll notice the longer you play. If you thought Hulk was big, green, and bad, the beta gave us a glimpse of Abomination.
Why don't you let me have that?
He has the power to pummel Hulk into a wall, which is a rare sight that makes sense if you know the comics lore. Abomination is basically Hulk's evil twin, created when a Russian spy was exposed to a higher dose of the same gamma radiation that Bruce Banner received. Unlike Bruce, though, Abomination can never return to his human form. He's permanently a monster, and permanently angry. Alongside the 6 gear rarity levels, different pieces of gear have different effects. One might boost experience points, for example, or deal gamma damage. Blue, purple, and orange gear have perks, but you'll have to unlock them by spending resources when you power boost a particular item. Every time a perk is unlocked, that gear is boosted by 1 level. Green gear can be boosted 3 levels, blue gear 5, and purple gear 10. If all of this feels totally confusing and you just want your hero to sport the best possible gear, press and hold L2 to automatically load them out with the best you've got in your inventory. Those gear perks are going to come in handy for particular missions. If you hover over a mission on the war table, you'll see its modifiers. These will let you know what sort of damage you might receive and in turn what gear you'll need. If the modifier is Blizzard, for example, you'll be dealing with cryo damage during that particular mission, so make sure to put on gear that's resistant to those effects. That's 7 things we learned from the Marvel's Avengers beta. For more, check out 21 minutes of beta gameplay, and for everything else Avengers, stick with IGN.